All right, Rachad Wildgoose has joined us. Good day for Rachad. He went 4.41 in the 40, 3.96 in the 20 shuttle, 7 flat in the 3 cone, had a 10-foot broad jump, was 36 in the vert, and 11 reps on the bench. So we'll get started with questions. And once again, we'll start with Jeff Patrikas.
Hey, Rachad, hope you're doing well.
Hey.
You decided after, I think, that injury at Northwestern that it was time for you to move on. Can you take us through that process of how you wanted to pursue your career? And then also, how do you feel about how you performed today to show those guys what you could do athletically?
Honestly, like a lot went into my decision. Like if I would have finished the season, I would have still left after my junior season, just because I was talking with Coach Leonard throughout my 3 years here, and I told him like when I first got here to like don't let me settle, like don't settle with me, like push me to be my greatest. And after camp, he was telling me like, bro, if you could keep this up, the whole world gonna know like what I know. So I talked with my parents about it, and just me also believing in my skills and watching myself develop and feeling, ready enough physically and mentally. So when I got Coach Leonard's support, it was like all in.
Go to Jesse Temple.
Oh, all right, yeah.
Rachad, what type of pressure, if any, did you feel coming into today, knowing that there was no combine to put up numbers? And my second part is, what do you think you can provide for an NFL defense?
So can you repeat the first question?
Yeah, the first part is, did you feel any pressure coming into today, knowing you didn't have a combine to put up those numbers? And the second part is, what do you think you can provide for an NFL defense?
No, I didn't feel any pressure, but it was like, I was kind of anxious to get a time and get stuff on the board, but I wasn't like pressured, like scared or like nothing like that. I wasn't nervous or nothing like that. But I feel like to an NFL defense, I'm going to bring confidence, energy, and I feel like I'm versatile. Like I can play corner, nickel, safety. They can move me around and get big plays all around the field for me. So that's just how I feel.
Go to Paul Gantz.
Rachad, how are you, sir?
Doing good. How you doing?
Doing well. So when did you realize that you were ready for the National Football League? Was there a moment, was there a time where you realized I'm ready for the big dance? I'm ready for the NFL?
It was probably the whole time, my junior year, like from the first day at camp to when I got hurt. I was just balling out of control.
Go to Steve McGarty.
Just, was there any particular time you were shooting for there in the 40, and how did you feel about the numbers you did put up?
I was shooting for 4.4 low, 4.3 high, and I hit 4.41, so satisfied, but I feel like I could have, went a little bit faster, but I'm satisfied with my numbers today.
Rupp.
Hey, Rachad. You played in the slot quite a bit in 2019. How do you think you hold up playing there, and what traits does an NFL cornerback need to have to play in the slot?
I think in the slot I hold up pretty well because I'm a physical guy and I feel like I'm quick and like instinctive and like I'm good with the playbook. But I feel like you want to know what it takes to be a good corner or a nickel. Nickel. Okay. I feel like in a nickel, you just know, like I said, you need instincts and you just need to be quick and aggressive. And you need, like, it's a lot of stuff that you need that like coach can't coach. Like instincts is something you can't coach. So I feel like if you got like high instincts, you'll excel in the slot.
Bartholomew.
Hey, Rachad, obviously with your junior season ending with the injury, how long did it take you to get recovered and be able to kind of ramp up your training for today?
So it took me about 10 weeks it took me like 10 weeks to be able to run, full motion without being restricted. And it took me up until like February 20th to start bench pressing. So me hitting double digits today was pretty good, considering that I only trained for like 2 weeks on bench press.
Go to Delaney Bray.
Hi, I just wanted to ask you because EB mentioned it, and I think there's a point to it, learning from Jim Leonard. And we know that Coach Leonard is someone who is always asked about when it comes to coming and coaching for a pro team. How far ahead do you feel being in a defense like Coach Leonard's going into the NFL with that mindset of learning the playbook?
I feel like Coach Leonard does a great job of like helping us understand like how things work at this level and at the next level. Like he shows us how it translates. He shows us why he does things, where he's getting his plays from, where teams are getting their plays from. And to be honest, it's a lot of teams in the NFL that have like a college playbook, not a college playbook, but like it resembles like a college playbook. And I talked with a couple teams, and it feels like our playbook is pretty similar to most NFL teams' playbook as well.
Schaefer.
Yeah, Rashad, I was curious because with your numbers, was there anything that you were particularly happy with or something that you felt like was what you wanted to show today and that stuck out to you?
I feel like my 40, that was the only thing that I knew I was going to do position work well. I knew I was going to kill that. The other stuff is kind of just, repetition. But I feel like the 40 is something that, could change based on how you're feeling. If you're nervous, if you're like having an anxiety attack. Like I feel like the 40 is one that could waver depending on, what you got going on in your personal life. And that's the one that I'm proud of today.
Rick Saratella.
Hey, Rashad, congrats today. Rick Saratella, NFL Draft Bible. You mentioned that you spoke to a few teams. Would you be able to share with us how many teams you spoke to and any teams specifically?
I probably talked to like 27 teams. The only teams I haven't talked to was 49ers, Denver, Texans, and the Raiders. So 28 teams.
That's good enough. Back to Jeff.
Yeah, Rashad, you said that you told Coach Leonard to challenge you, not let you settle. When he told you, hey, if you keep playing like this, everybody's going to know what I know. I'm just curious how you reacted to that.
I was just like, I got to show people on Saturday now. Like, I didn't show, Coach Leonard. I feel like Coach Leonard's a credible source. He worked his way up the depth chart when he got here. He worked his way up the depth chart in the league. So I know he has a good eye for like, skills and talent and what you should look like. So when he told me that, I was just like locked in for Saturday. I was just ready for game day.
We've got time for a couple more. We'll go to Carly Murata.
I know you said you talked to about 28 teams. Is there anything specifically that any of those teams have said to you that just makes you excited about the next step?
Not really. There's a couple teams that, show a little more interest than others. They talk you up a little more than others, but nothing too crazy, like nothing too crazy.
I will wrap things up for Goose with one.
Here, Sean, I don't want to harp on the injury, just we haven't had a chance to talk to you since. So just wondering, did you know instantly on that play that you were hurt, or kind of how did that play out after that play at Northwestern?
Okay, so I hit him. When I hit him, I like lost feeling on my whole right side. So I was like, probably got a stinger. So I just ran off. And then our trainer, he's like, Goose, move your arm. And it was stiff. Like I couldn't move like it at all. I'm like, he was trying to like get me in the locker room. Like we had like probably like 4 minutes left on the clock in the second quarter. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, just got to shake it off. And then after like halftime, he was like, try to move your arm. And it was even more stiff than before. So he cut me out my jersey. And then we went and did an x-ray. And then she told me my scap was broke. And instantly I knew when they told me I was out for the season, I knew that I was going to declare early.
Thanks, Rashad. Appreciate your time. Congrats on your performance today.
Thank you. Thank you. See you guys.